Thanks. Thanks for coming out. One more time for John Tom and Richard Reese. John Tom, fun fact, he left his set on the stool. So, all right. I'll put that back. It's good to be here. It's nice to be out of the house. I'm getting used to being out. I've been out for a while, but I still have to get used to being out of the house. Like, I'll be at a bar, and they'll be like, do you have a vodka preference? Like, Kirkland? You have that? Just give me a big bottle of Kirkland vodka. We'll be good to go. I just quit my day job. Yeah, that was about not the response I got at home. We got there, like, leading up to putting my notice, and I gave him 2 weeks. It was, I don't know if they deserved it, but I gave him 2 weeks. And the whole time I'm like, oh, I'm betting on myself, I'm betting on myself. And then I put the notice in, and there was one day I was brushing my teeth, and I'm like, I'm betting on myself. I'm like, oh shit, but I'm bluffing. Like, not good. I don't miss it. I thought I would like think about it more. I don't even fucking think about it. I used to get pissed on payday. I would get pissed. Like, I'm here all the fucking time, and this is the check. I'm like, fuck all of you. Like, we got paid every 2 weeks. I'm like, if I got 2 of these every week, we'd be fine. I have kids. I have 3 kids. My oldest 2 are 17 and 16. I think they're about to start fucking. It's kind of terrifying. They are. I get it. People fuck. Like, they're gonna fuck. Like, my oldest, my son, he's 17, and a year or 2 ago, he's like, hey, I met this girl on Snapchat. I'm like, okay. He's like, she lives in Ohio. I'm like, I don't think he did. Like, that's just some dude fucking whacking it. You know, what size shoes do you wear, kid? But she's real. Turns out she's real. She's a real girl. A couple months ago, he asked my wife, he's like, hey, can I fly to Ohio? And she's like, what? No, he's 17. How the fuck? What are you gonna do? Why? Like, luckily he didn't fly to Ohio, but this girl, her mom was nice enough to drive her to Omaha. Yeah, drove her fucking hours and hours and hours, and she was coming into town, so I'm like, fuck, like, I have to have a sex talk with this kid. 'Cause I gave him the least amount of information possible. Like, just before he was starting high school, I was like, hey man, do you have any questions about sex? And he said, no. And I said, okay. Because you can't get an Xbox pregnant. I was fine. I gave him the Santa talk too. We'd never had the Santa talk with our kids. We just kind of like gradually let them realize we were lying to them. But I wanted to make sure it was solid before we went to high school. And I'm like, you know, Santa's not real too. So he's like, yeah, I know. All right, good. I had to do that. I was a holdout on Santa. I believed in Santa Claus until I was in 6th grade. That's late. But there had been kids at school that had been like, Santa's not real, he's not, or Santa's not real, he's not real. And I'm like, no, he's real. Like, my mom said he's real. I trust her. He's real. So I'd heard enough shit at school until one day I finally went to my mom and I'm like, what, is Santa real? She's like, no, he's not. I'm like, you lied to me this entire time, just fucking lies. So that was 6th grade, and then 7th grade was confirmation. They're like, you ready to accept Jesus Christ as your personal savior? I'm like, no. I've seen how this shit ends. No way. You gotta be the first time. Yeah, so with this girl coming into town, I had to give him like a real sex talk. So I was like, hey, man. I'm like, if anything sexual happens, you just have to make sure that like she's on board and you use protection. And he was like, oh, okay. Like, nobody's like, we're not gonna do anything. I'm like, I believed him, but I don't know. I just hope she's into butt stuff. I'm 39, I don't wanna be a grandpa. I don't know, I think we're okay there. My daughter, this dude started coming around. We're like, oh, fuck. She turned 16 last year during COVID, and we had like a birthday party, like a COVID birthday party for her. We had a fire pit in our birthday, and like a handful of her friends were there. Like a smaller handful of dudes who want to fuck her were also there. So it's a weird day as a dad. You want to be cool dad? Like, I don't know. She's been hanging out with this dude though. Yeah, he's on the football team. My youngest son is a football player, and his dream was for his older sister to have a boyfriend that was on the football team. And this dude's on the football team, but he's the kicker. So my youngest was like, when I said I wanted her to date a football player, I should have been more specific. You probably should have Yeah, I don't know. My youngest, through Richard Reese, my youngest just found out that I smoke weed. Just found that out. I don't know how he didn't know. He should have known. I forgot he follows me on Twitter. Like, there's been a lot of baked tweets, but he's in middle school. He was in like Dad's high, but I just laid it all. Bert Kreischer tweeted, who are the top 5 people you want to smoke weed with? So I retweeted that. I just said, Richard Reese times 5. And he's like, you smoke weed with Richard? Shit. Like, if he hasn't picked up on that, we gotta make sure he knows about Santa. You can't be going through that in middle school. Yeah, so 3 kids, 2 boys and a girl. I'm convinced the boys are mine. My youngest said to me once, he goes, Daddy, wouldn't it be cool if dinosaurs came back and they were nice and we could ride them? Like, yeah, that would be cool. He doesn't even smoke weed and he's saying shit like that. All right, he's mine. My oldest, we found out that he used to think that we vacuum carpet because it grows like grass. He thought we were mowing the living room. Like, all right, he's mine too. But my daughter is beautiful, she's talented, she's smart, and somewhere some motherfucker owes us a bunch of child support. I'd like to know now. I got some time during the day, maybe I'll go, oh, old Jay, find the real dad. We could use the money, we're broke. Like, what happened this year with the stimulus and shit? I knew it was gonna happen. The same thing that always happens with their fucking tax return. It's like, we get all this money and we're like, oh, we're rich. And then we go to Arby's twice. Like, it's gone already, what the fuck? We bought 4 roast beef sandwiches and it's gone. We get bills from the doctor's office. I love this shit. The doctor's office will send us a bill and be like, your insurance doesn't cover this. I'm like, oh, well, I don't either. Fucking call them. They have my money. Fuck off. I had to go to the doctor. I never go to the doctor because my fear has always been that I'll go to the doctor and I'll show up and they'll be like, oh shit, man, you have like 6 weeks. Like, fuck, so I figure if I'm not there, they can't tell me, right? So I tried to go to the dentist, and the dentist went to take my blood pressure before, like, putting anesthesia in my mouth, and he was like, oh, man. He's like, who's your primary care physician? And I was like, you? I don't know. Probably I'm here. He's like, you need to go to a doctor to get this blood pressure checked out. And the way he said it, I was like, do I have some time to do this? And he's like, no. You should probably go now. I'm like, oh, shit. So I went to the doctor, and part of it was like white coat syndrome, being scared of the doctor, which was the whole problem to begin with. But it turns out it was just like a bunch of anxiety and stuff. But they ran tests, and it turns out I have fat blood. I have high triglycerides. It's like fucking fat in your blood. So not only do I have tits and a gut and a bald spot, now my blood is fucking fat too. It was not good news. So she's like, cut back on the drinking and watch your diet, like watch the red meat and start exercising. And I was like, well, the exercising sounds okay, but I'll do that. But I've tried to keep up on it now, but in the past, I had a hard time exercising because I would do 40 push-ups, and then I would look in the mirror and be like, well, I still have tits. I think I did the fucking push-ups. Why? So I've tried to stick with it because I think what's going on is there's a fold on my tits right here. This top part, both of them. And that's where the triglycerides are hiding. I think if I can get rid of that shit, I'll be good to go. Be at the dentist all day. Yeah, I'm getting older. I'm to the age now where I go to the grocery store and they're playing all my favorite songs. I love it. I'm in the soup aisle, Third Eye Blind's playing. It's like, like, doop, 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 soup, 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 soup. I'm at the deli, Pearl Jam's on. It's like, which one's the better ham? I love grocery shopping. I do the self-checkout, get the employee discount. I steal shit. I don't give a fuck. I have a plan though, light items, even if I just need one, I'll put two in the cart, fucking have them both in your hand, scan one, they don't trip the scale, you get some free shit. Everything else, I'll try to scan it, and if it doesn't beep on the first time, that shit's free too. I love the mask at the grocery store. So I'll have it on, look right in that camera, just like free, 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 free. I'm paying with cash, find me. I want somebody to come up and be like, dude, you're not doing this right. Weird. I guess I missed training. Like, I don't work here. I'm stealing everything I can. You ever buy firewood from a gas station? Oh, it's like, I bet it be. I usually do like buy one, get three free. But at least let them know I plan on paying for something. Yeah, so I'm 39, I'm not ancient, I'm getting older. I have had to make adjustments as I get older. Like in the past, if I thought I had a chance of getting laid at night, I would rub one out in the morning so I could last a respectable amount of time later in the day. I can't do that anymore. Now, if I rub one out, it's it. It's gone. I've rubbed it all out. There's nothing left. I tried to fake it once. It's hard as a dude. There's no evidence. I wait for it, I was like, oh! My wife was like, what the fuck was that? I don't know, but that shit went deep. Good luck finding that. Sometimes I'll have her shave my back before we would go swimming. I don't know why, it's not helping out the rest of the shit. But for some reason, if my back is shaved at the pool, I feel like I have my shit together. It's not the case. I've considered just having her stop doing that, because I don't think there's been a single dude whose wife has shaved his back and fucked him on the same day. There's no way she's like, man, I gotta fuck this guy later. Can't wait. These radio commercials piss me off. They play them in the morning. They're like driving to work, and they come on, they're like, hey man, you get a little soft? You're not as hard as you used to be, you limp dick bastard. What happened to you? What the fuck? In the morning? Like, good God, like life beats people down enough. They don't need this shit driving to work in the morning. And why? Like, old guys used to just be able to get old and watch birds and collect stamps and shit. Now they have to have boners all the time? Why? When have you ever heard, like, man, your grandpa can't even fuck anymore? It's fine. He's 85, he's done. He's done fucking. Grandma's sick of him, tried to shove it in. It's over. He was in the war, for God's sakes. Give the man a break. Yeah, I went deep at least 3 times. We got the kids and shit. Our oldest son, we had 6 weeks notice he was going to be born. 6 weeks. Like, I'd always seen those. I thought I didn't know I was pregnant and shit. And you're like, that can't happen. And then it was like, nobody like went to the bathroom and came out with a baby, but like it was pretty close. 6 weeks. My wife and I, we were both 21 at the time, and she was a little late, gained a little bit of weight. It's like, oh shit, we should go to the doctor. So we went to the doctor, and at the first appointment, they're like, we need an ultrasound. I'm like, oh shit, that's not a good sign. So they measure everything. The doctor comes in after that, and he's like, hey, you're gonna have a baby in October. And I said, this year? It's like, yeah, this year. Nobody's ever been told they're having a baby in October of the following year. And then he was born in September. We didn't have that much notice. Fucking. So, all right, we both turned 21 while she was pregnant with him, and we had no idea. We partied. We got fucked up. I feel bad, but we didn't know. There's sometimes that he'll do some shit, and I'll be like, oh. Sorry, man, that one's on us. We didn't know you were gonna be here. No idea. Now he's in high school. The high school he goes to gives a laptop computer to every kid in the school. So we go to pick this up, and they were like, do you want insurance for this? It's like, yeah, we do. Like, this thing's gonna be stuck shut in 2 weeks. We need all of the insurance. That's the worst job at the high school, the guy that's gotta pry open the fucking laptops all day. When would you eat lunch? You could. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing as a dad. I do know that if my kids ever start smoking weed, I'm going to be able to bust them. Because now, whenever we go through like a skunk smell, they're grossed out. They hold their breath, they gag, they hate it. But if there comes a day we drive through the skunk and they just go, like, all right, guys, where's it at? Looks like Dad's getting some free weed. To punish them, I would sit them down and make them watch me smoke their entire stash. We're hanging out tonight. Go get my Kiss records and your mom's yearbook, it's getting weird. We'll listen to Destroyer first. Our house is crazy. 3 kids, 2 dogs. We have a turtle now. Thought the turtle was going to be cool. It's not. Turns out turtles carry salmonella. So we have a raw chicken breast with a shell just swimming around in this aquarium. You can't do shit with the turtle. At one point, we had 3 kids, 1 dog, and my sister walks into our house and in front of my entire family goes, "Hey, my friend's giving away puppies." I was like, why the fuck would you let everybody know? Like, why? We had a dog, and he was a dick. He still is. He's just a dick. Like, people have been like, "Oh, it's how you train them." Like, I did not train this dog to let somebody know you're pissed at them by taking a shit on their pillow. Wasn't me. That's just in him. It's who he is. This dog would run. Somebody would open up the front door, and he would just take off. I'd be like, let him go. Like, we all make choices. He knows where we live if he wants to come back. The kids would freak out, so I'd have to chase after this dog. There's nothing worse than chasing after a dog you do not want to catch. They're fast. So I was like, there's no way we're getting this other dog. This is not happening. And I stood strong for a while until one day, my youngest son, he goes, "Daddy, can we please get that puppy?" And I said, "No." He goes, "Fine. We'll just get it after you die." Shit. I changed my mind instantly. That's fine. We'll get the dog. I'll live. It's whatever. I know the hierarchy. It's like fucking puppies up here, dad's down here. You wouldn't have given a fuck that I was dead so we could get this dog. It wouldn't have been sad at my funeral. People would be like, "Sorry about your dad." You'd be like, "What? I'm getting a puppy, man. I'm gonna fucking cry. We'll name him Dad." Oh, shit. My wife wants to have another kid. It's fucked up. She watched me get a vasectomy. Went with, saw the whole thing. When you get a vasectomy, what happens is they pull the tubes out, they cut them, tie them in knots, solder the ends, and smoke rises from your ball sack. She watched this happen. She's like, "They can reverse that?" No. They can't. Mine's done. I'm like, that smoke is like when they pick a new pope. A decision has been made. Then she said we could adopt a kid. I was like, we have $8. Like, you can't adopt a kid for $8? And if you can, I don't want that kid in my house. You have people over, like, "Does he always fall down the stairs?" Like, "Oh, yeah. He's on sale. What are you gonna do?" So I have kids. I also have nephews. I have 3 nephews. They're insane. I went out to eat with them, and we go to one of these restaurants where the peanuts arrive before the meal. So I crack open a peanut. It flies across the table, and my middle nephew just yells out in this crowded restaurant, "Uncle Nick just busted a nut right in my face." Like, shut up, kid. Like, this is a family restaurant. Yeah, I'm trying to talk my wife into getting her clit pierced. I just want to know where it's at. I think I found it twice. But if I could just go like right there. I think she's gonna leave me. It's sad. I've been spending a lot more time at home too. Not good. When I used to fall asleep on the couch, she would wake me up before she was going to bed. And she says she does that now, but I think what she just does is whisper when she walks by. I'm like, I'm going to bed. I drive a Ford Focus. Pretty fucking sweet. It's not here tonight if you're looking for it. There might be another one, but it's not baby blue. I wanted to drive this car off the lot. I felt like I just should rent a tux and go to homecoming. Buy a fucking sophomore in high school? What's going on? I want to get one of those pairs of truck balls for the Focus and put them on. It's like, I'm trying. I want to get the truck balls and a license plate holder that says I'd rather be masturbating. You'd rather be fishing? Not me. I'd rather be spending some time alone. If you had that license plate holder on your vehicle, nobody would look in your window with a stoplight. I'm like, don't look, that dude sneezed on his window. If you want, my wife and daughter actually make these. It says I'd rather be masturbating. That's good. All right. People have been buying them, but I don't think many people buy them for their own vehicles. It's good, like if your buddy comes over to your house and has too much to drink, just fucking like, when is he gonna leave? Just put one of those on his truck on his way out, it'll be fine. Or if you go over to grandma's on a Saturday, you know she's gonna be showing up to church on Sunday, maybe she doesn't see it before she shows up. I've got the license plate. I also have some koozies, some that say cool balls dukes, you know, cool balls dude. And that's Todd and Tyler shit. You guys listen to Todd and Tyler? Yeah, fuck yeah. I love those dudes. And then I've got tall koozies for White Claws that say fresh bitch. Because when I'm drinking a White Claw, I feel like I'm a fresh bitch, and now you can too. I have no shame. There were some times, like, I don't know, I mow the lawn and shit, and like, I've had a White Claw after mowing the lawn. It's not quite as good as up here, but it's really refreshing. I don't care. I've eaten drinking what? Mike's Hard Mango? I don't give a fuck. Am I not a dude anymore? Who gives a shit? My dad's gay. Surprise! That's how he did it too. Mom was pissed. She was really mad. Yeah, Dad's into dudes, slobs, knobs, and shit. I did a show in Eagle, Nebraska once, and I was like, my dad's gay, and this guy goes, how's that work? I don't know. I think it's like ass sex between dudes. What, do you want to watch? Yeah, my dad came out of the closet when I was in middle school. I was like, oh, no. Middle school is one of the worst places on the planet. You can get made fun of for anything there. I got made fun of once for having a pencil. At school, I had a pencil. These assholes were like, what, do you need that for math class? I'm like, yeah, I do. You're gonna need one too. What the fuck is wrong with this place? And then Dad's like, I love cocks. I'm like, no! No! Not good timing, Dad. I was horrified. I was worried middle school was going to be hell. Like, I lucked out. Nobody found out when I was in middle school, but I was scared. Like, if I were in that same position now, if I were in middle school, 2021, dad's gay, I don't think I'd give a shit, because now everybody has somebody in their family who's gay. And if you don't think you do, it's either you or your most homophobic cousin. The guy at Easter that's like, you see what these queers are doing now? Like, dude, just suck a dick and pass the salt. Jesus Christ. It's fine. Dad was excited when gay marriage was legalized. I was too. It should have happened a long time ago. Like, when gay couples are together, it's because they want to be with each other. Nobody's forcing them to be together. Like, there's never going to be a shotgun gay wedding. Boy, knocked my boy up. See you at the chapel, son. I hope my daughter's a lesbian, so we only have to pay for half her wedding. Split the check. We're looking at 2 brides here. Yeah, gay marriage should have been legalized a long time ago. Selfishly, I'm glad they waited. Because if my dad would have been comfortable enough to come out of the closet in Sac City, Iowa in 1981, I wouldn't even be here. I would have just been a load on some dude's back. Done. Turn over that Christopher Cross record. What else is going on tonight? Yeah, my dad makes fun of people constantly. I challenged him once. I was like, I don't think you could go an entire day without making fun of someone. He's like, all right, you're on. And then we pulled it to the store, and he said, Walmart doesn't count. I'm like, that's fair. Walmart sucks. I've lived in Omaha my entire life, and this is a true story. I've had people after shows that, like, I talk about my kids, I talk about my gay dad, and they're like, you have kids? Do you have a gay dad? I'm like, wouldn't that be fucking weird? Just to make all that shit up? It'd be fucking psychotic. Like, the whole thing's psychotic enough. Like, it's real. I mean, yeah, I do. So, a true story, it was a long time ago, 19 years ago, at the Walmart, 132nd and L, we just turned a corner and fucking Warren Buffett is there just looking at cheese. I'm like, what the fuck? Warren Buffett. It pissed me off. I was like, man. How much money do you have to have before you don't have to step foot in a motherfucking Walmart? This guy is $50 billion and he's still just, oh God. I'm like, just pay somebody to do that for you. It's fine, you have the money. He's a dick. He owns Coca-Cola. He owns the whole thing. But Pepsi was on sale that day, so he was buying Pepsi. Jesus, man. I've had people say, oh, that's how he houses their money. He shops at Walmart, he buys stuff on sale. I'm like, I don't think so. I've done both of those things for a long time. I don't have $50 billion. I'm trying to save up $8 for this adopted kid if I can fall down the stairs and shit. We end up grocery shopping all the time. The kids eat every day. Multiple times a day, every day. There was once we had a free coupon for a combo meal from Runza sitting on our kitchen counter. Right by where I keep my keys. That's very interesting. The fuck was that? Did everybody see that? Did you guys in the back? So the dude sitting right by the stage, just instead of going around, there's some space here, right? Yeah, there's enough space. There's more space there than there is here. So instead of Instead of standing up and walking in between these chairs, he just scooted his ass across the stage to go to the bathroom. Like, what the fuck? That might be the first time that's happened here. We'll have to check with them. Hey, shit. I've spent a lot of time watching shows here. I've never seen that. That's fucking nuts. What's that dude's name? Scott? Is he drunk? Good. If that's how that dude operates sober, that's a big problem. He's not driving home, is he? Good. Did he drive here? Yeah. How'd that go? Oh, that's fucking crazy. I was like, oh, he's getting up, and I'm like, no. That's funny. Yeah, so anyway, there was a fucking coupon for a combo meal for Munza sitting on our kitchen counter. I was like, oh, perfect. I took this, went and got lunch. I get home that night, and my daughter goes, what happened to that Runza coupon? I was like, I went and got lunch. And she said, I got that as a reward from school. Shit. I felt bad at first. Then I realized she's never paid for a meal in her entire life. She's like, where's my free lunch? I'm like, they've all been free. They're gonna be free with the final. Don't keep your shit on my keys, I'll do it again. Yeah, when our kids were younger, I was getting like, I first had kids, I'm like, nothing but the best. Like, we'll only have Kraft cheese and fucking nothing but, no Shasta Cola in our house. Like, now it doesn't fucking matter. If there's a store brand available like that's in our house, I don't give a shit. I don't care. Our family, Great Value, I don't care. Great Value, that's Walmart shit. There's nothing great about Great Value. We shop at Hy-Vee a lot. Hy-Vee doesn't even name their store brand. Oh, dude. Yeah, oh, man, you. Are you in sales, Scott? Yeah, surprise. Weird. Never would have guessed. You're not driving home? Do you ever shit in the bathtub at home? Once? Oh, fuck. What do you sell? Don't make a joke. Just tell me what you sell. No, you don't. All right, we're done. All right, so yeah, Hy-Vee. We shop at Hy-Vee all the time. Hy-Vee doesn't even name their store brand. They just call it Hy-Vee. My kids don't care. My kids are convinced that the Hy-Vee brand tastes better than anything else. Like, I'm glad you think that. Because you will never taste a Lay's potato chip. You get a Target store brand is called Up and Up, and the logo is an arrow that points to the upper right to the shit you wish you could afford. Like, look at the Glad trash bags. Never. My favorite store brand is called Sure Fine. Sure Fine. It's perfect. It inspires no confidence in mediocre products. The people at Sure Fine don't give a shit. They don't even spell sure right. They put an H in it. They're like, sure, fine. But I think that's what you say to yourself when you're buying a store brand. You're looking at the crackers, like, what are these, Club, $3.99? These golden wafer crisp, $1.68? Sure, fine. They should just call it fuck it. It's $1.68, fuck it. We eat the store brand shit, I'm fine with that. We used to eat a lot of Totino's party pizzas. No, they're better. They're the worst. We gained some self-respect and we stopped eating the Totino's party pizzas. If you're lucky enough to somehow not know what that is, it's a little shit pile pizza. Cost $1.35 for the entire pizza. An entire pizza should cost more than $1.35. And it should not be sold in a bag. They used to have a sliver of respect and put this shit in a box. That's a fucking pizza you can microwave from a frozen state sold in a bag? They suck. Totino's knows they suck. The company themselves, that's why they call it a party pizza. Like pizza needs an adjective in front of it to describe how good it is. It doesn't. If it's pizza, it should just be good. It's like pussy. If somebody told you that a party pussy, would you eat that? Sure, fine. Fuck it. All right, you guys are fun. Thanks for coming out tonight. Yeah. One more time for Richard, Reese, and John Tom. All right. Thanks. If you don't mind, I'll leave you with a song tonight. There we go. Baby, don't understand why we can't just belong to each other's hands. This time might be the last. I feel unless I make it all too clear. I need you so. Take these broken wings and learn to fly again, learn to live so free. And when we hear the voices sing, the book of love will open up and let us in. Take these broken wings. Baby, sing tonight. We can take what was wrong and make it right. Baby, it's all I know, that you're half of the flesh and blood that makes me whole. I need you so. So take these broken wings and learn to fly again, learn to live so free. And when we hear the voices sing, the book of love will open up and let us sing. Yeah, yeah. Let us sing. Hey. Let us sing. Baby, that's all I know. That you're half of the flesh and blood that makes me whole. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. So take these broken wings and learn to fly again. Learn to live so free. And when we hear the voices sing, in the book of love will open up, and I say, take these broken wings. You've got to learn to fly, learn to live in love so free. And when we hear the voices sing, the book of love will open up for us and let us sing. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Ooh. Thanks for coming out. Have a good night.